Let's start. So, hello, hi, namaskar, and very good evening to all those who are connected here with me. I am Prashil Badavaik. I am a chemical engineering graduate from VNIT Nagpur and currently working with industry as an executive. So, right now, I am helping undergrad students of chemical engineering for the subject of chemical reaction engineering, and I am also uploading these videos on YouTube for those who are unable to attend these live classes and for those who want to revise the classes. Okay, तो आप YouTube पे जाके मेरे videos देख सकते हो, and for those who want to connect with me live can contact me on my email ID. I'll mention it on description. Okay, so here right now we are studying non-ideal reactors. Okay, जहाँ पे हमने पढ़ा था what is your C curve, what is your E curve, what is their relation, right? With respect to time, how concentration of tracer is varying. Then we converted that graph into E curve, right? Then we found out what are your moments of RTD, right? So उसमें what was your zeroth moment? That is area under E curve. Then first moment we found out that was your mean time, right? Mean time. Please remember, first moment was your mean time. Then your second moment was your variance, that is your sigma t square, right? That was giving you the spreadness of your curve. Then we saw third moment of RTD, right? That was giving you information about skewness, right? How late your curve is coming or how earlier your curve is coming, right? So that was okay. Then we converted everything into dimensionless form, जहाँ पे हमने time को convert किया था dimensionless में. Why? How? We divided it using your mean time, which was calculated using first moment, right? That was your theta, that is dimensionless time. And we found out what is your E theta, right? E theta. And you found out this relation Et into dt is equals to E theta into d theta, right? All these information is given in my previous video. If you have not watched, please go and visit there. Okay, and if you have any doubt, please you can comment there. I'll try to answer as early as possible. So यहाँ तक आ गए थे. Then we found out what is your normalized sigma theta square, right? Sigma theta square is your sigma t square divided by t mean square, right? And please remember, this is important, these values which we derived, these are for your pulse input, right? For pulse input or pulse test injection. We haven't started with your step tracer. Once we'll start, I'll tell you what is that value. Okay, then we ended up with your cumulative RTD. What is your cumulative? That is you are adding fraction up to that time, right? Up to that time. So you will be having integration 0 to that particular time, right? 0 to this particular time, right? It is not 0 to infinity, otherwise it is your area under E curve. So we are getting AFT, that is your cumulative RTD up to particular time, right? So यहाँ तक हम पहुंचे थे. So now what was your next topic then? Anybody could want to guess? We calculated E theta, then we will be having F of t, right? Abhi, in case of dimensionless variables, you will be having F of theta, right? So this is F of theta. You know what is your F of t? F of t is your integration 0 to t Et into dt, okay? Et into dt. Would like to have mic check. Am I audible there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So this is your E of t, right? E of t को integrate किया and we got your F of t. Now, how can I convert this graph, this equation in terms of integration into your F of t, F of theta? Would you like to add any point? Anyone? This is your in this is you are having Et into dt, and then we calculated F of t, right, by integrating it. By the way, can you guess what is the unit of your F of t? Units. What are the units here? Et, then time, and then what is your unit of F of t? Kiran,
ET, it's second inverse.
Yeah, it is your time inverse. You write time inverse. Oh, So this is important. It is per unit time how much fraction is coming, right? Per unit time. So you can have your physical significance also. So it is your time inverse, and don't forget to write units when you are drawing graph, right? Then your time has a unit, right? It is time. It may be your minute, second, anything which you are preferring or your reference, right? So what is your unit of f of t then?
Dimensionless.
Right, so it is dimensionless. Still we want to convert it into another dimensionless term, that is your normalized term, right? Normalized. So how can you convert this into your normalized one? You just need to change what is your et into dt. I told you in previous
E theta into
class,
d theta.
e theta into d theta, right? And what is your t divided by t mean? That is your theta, right? Now please replace this value into your equation 1. So you will get 0 to theta, 0 to theta e theta into d theta, right? E theta into d theta. So if you observe these two equations, you will get f of t is equals to your f of theta is equals to your integration 0 to t et into dt, which is equals to your 0 to theta e theta into d theta, right? Any doubt here? Raise your hand if you are clear. Right? So this is your value. Okay. So what we take as a reference in your pulse injection, क्या किया था हमने? We are having ET and इसके लिए we took CT divided by area under your CT curve, right? So what is your reference here? Your reference is your area under C curve, right? Now we'll solve some gate questions. You know what is your first moment of RTD? What is that? First moment,
Sir, it's mean resistance time.
right? Mean residence time. Now please write this question. I already took this. On x-axis we are having time, so your curve is like this. Okay, with respect to time, this is your C curve, and you have asked to calculate your area under C curve. Then second is your what is your time, what is your mean time, T mean. Then you need to find out your ET curve. That's all. So I hope you know how to convert it into your ET curve, and you did already. That is, you are calculating area under C curve. See, this is area under C curve. I am writing A bracket C, right? Area under C curve. That is your area of triangle. Please calculate. And when you divide CT by your area under C curve, you will get ET, right? So please calculate your ET curve with respect to time. You will be having ET. And next portion will be your calculation of T mean. How can you calculate? You know what is this? 0 to infinity T into ET, right? This is your first moment, and that is equals to your mean time. Please draw what is your graph. What is area under the curve? 1. So you'll be having same curve, right? C curve is equals to your E curve. Now please calculate your T mean. How can you calculate? You need to do this.
It's like we need to divide it into parts like 0 to 1
Yes,
equation and 1 to 2
exactly.
one equation.
Yes, okay. So you will be having 0 to, first you will be having 0 to 1, right? We'll go for this. Second you will be having this. So 0 to 1 et dt. Here t will be there, plus integration 1 to 2, right? It is t into your et dt. And then next one will be from 2 to your infinite value, t into et dt. Please do try to solve this. Okay, so what is your value of t in first division? This is, how can you calculate, Tuja?
E of t is equals to t equation.
Right? How? You are having y is equals to mx, right? What is slope there? Change in y upon
1.
change in x, right? It is your change in y upon your change in x. What is your change in y? 1 divided by change in x is 1, slope is 1. So your y is et. Et is equal to 1 into your t, right? So you'll be having et is equals to t first case. In second, what is your approach? You'll be having y minus y1 is equals to m into your x minus x1, right? And slope is same. What is your slope here? m1 minus 1, right? Change in y is your 1 and change in x is your 1. Sorry, change in y is your minus 1. That is decreasing. So slope is your minus 1. What is your a? This t minus your x1 is your, any point you can take, right? You can take this point or you can take this point. So easier will be choose 0 wala point, right, on x axis. So you'll be having t minus 2 here, minus 1, and y minus your et. So what is your weight? Et minus your 0. So you'll get value of et there. Et is your 2 minus t. And in this interval 2 to infinity, what is your et value? This is that value, and that is equals to your 0. Et is 0. Now please integrate this. What you get?
1.
Are all getting this answer? 1. So your t mean is equals to your 1 minute if it is in minute on x-axis. What about Saikiran, Kaushik?
Yes, sir, got it.
1, right? Then,
Yes, sir.
so this was about your GATE question. Now you solve GATE 2015. 2 marks question. You have been given this curve. This is at origin, okay? Please consider it at origin. This is your curve. 2, 4, 0. Can you guys guess? Such kind of questions were asked for 2 marks. You need to integrate just. This is your 5. Concentration in mole per liter. and this is your time in minute. Okay, you need to find out what is your E theta curve and your T mean for 2 marks. E theta curve and second is your T mean. Do it fast. We have same approach here as what we did in this previous. Here you need to calculate m1, same y is equal to mx, and here you will be having 2-point form. Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Please tell me what is your ET score. If you are calculating your area, then you will be having ET.
So area is coming out to be 10.
Area is your 10, right? So
Yes,
area
sir.
under your C curve is your 10. Suppose if you divide everything on y-axis by 10, you will get this is 0.5, then you will be having 0.3, and this is 0, right? So you will be having just I'll draw there only. It is your ET will be there. ET will be there and everything will be point, right? Then you calculate what is your T mean and E theta curve. How can you calculate ET? Oh, ET you know, E theta and E theta curve. You know what is your E theta? Anyone? Kaushik, can you answer this? What is your E theta?
ET into DT.
0.5.
Right. So I'll write this formula here. That is your T mean into ET, right? I hope you are aware. T mean into ET, right? So what and all you calculate ET, just multiply by T mean. So for that you need to calculate T mean first. And how to calculate T mean? You need to integrate over whole this range. After 4 it is 0, but you can have that value also. And later you can consider it at 0. Are you clear with this formula? E theta, right? ET में क्या करते थे हम? Here it was T, T mean से divide करते थे. So यहाँ पे क्या होगा? ET को क्या करेंगे? T mean से multiply करेंगे. Just because here we have divided, so we will multiply here by T, and this equal to your E theta, and this is equals to your theta. So your ET is basically, E theta is basically your ET into T mean. What is T mean here? Are you guys getting this answer? Your E theta curve will be like this. Everything will be multiplied by 2 on y-axis, right? That is your. So this value will be your 0.5 into 2, that is your 1, and this will be your 0.6. Such kind of curve you will get on and y on. So on y-axis you'll be having theta, and if you do it, you will get 1 here, and here it is 2 divided by 4 divided by 2, that is your 2 is 0. Are you guys getting this? Please raise your hand if you are done. Okay, I'm waiting here. Rutuja, Sai Kiran, Kaushik.
So doing sir.
Okay,
1 minute.
okay, I'll wait. Till that I'm
Hello, sir.
writing. Yes.
So like by seeing graph, can't we just say mean resistance time? Like mean resistance time is the point where it divides area into half.
What?
It's like we can find a t bar by seeing graph itself. Now it's the
Yes, you
it
can. You
is
can. What is your physical significance here? See, T mean is just your that line which divides your x-axis into two parts, equal parts, right? Equal area parts. So यहाँ
yes,
पे
sir.
it is your 50%. If it is your 50%, so you can have this value, right? So that is your 2 is a mean residence time, right?
Yes,
Physically
sir.
you can do that, okay? But suppose if graph is uneven, right? Suppose if I am telling you it is starting from some 3 minutes, it is like this, and then it is like this, right? And it is your 10 minutes. So in this case you cannot calculate because it is uneven, right? Uneven.
Yes, sir.
In this cases whatever I took, these are your even areas on both sides. If on one side if slope is 1, then it is -1 on other side. If it is 1 on first side, then it is minus, if it is 2 on one side, then it is -2 on next side, right? Then only you can do that. I'll tell you the shortcut trick for the same, okay? Don't worry. Just by observing your curve you can calculate. You don't need to integrate and all, okay? This what I'm doing right now is for your sessional exams, right? Sessional or your semester exams. You cannot directly say, sir, I have seen this graph, and by looking at this graph I'm saying ki the value of your t mean is this, right?
Yes, sir.
In gate exam you will not have time to find out using your integration, so at that time you need to do by your observations only. Okay, so this was your gate question. Anyone who is having any trouble in this? Pranit,
No, sir.
have you solved? What is your answer?
Yes, sir. It's the same as you.
Okay, now you will be having another question. Wait, just a minute. Okay, so it is your gate 2009, 2 marks. Can you guess what kind of question it is? It is same, right? You have isothermal pulse test, isothermal pulse test, right? This is your C curve in moles per meter cube. Time is in minute. Your curve is like this. Suppose if you are solving your gate question, now please answer what is your T mean,
7.5.
right? It is 7.5. You can guess because you know what is your T mean, so we'll be having other variables as. So it was asked to calculate your T mean here, and then area under C curve. That is your area under C curve. What is that? Area of rectangle with unit. Please tell me. On width
Sir.
on y-axis you are having 10. I forgot to write. You will be having 10 into your 5. It is your 50 moles per meter cube into minute. Right? That is your area under C curve. So this was for 2 marks. Now get 2005, 2 marks. curve is given. Three. This is your 15. This peak is your at 8. Here, please do one thing. Please extend this here. Right. So we are having 15 here. Right. And here on y-axis you are having E curve. This is your time in minute. Right. This is your E max. Calculate your E max and T min. 2 marks question. E max is equals to question mark. Your T min is equals to your question mark. Kaushik, can you tell me what will be your approach to solve this using the properties of curves?
So like 50% area, 50% area.
Okay, you can divide it. We'll be having T min.
Yes, sir. Then
how to calculate your E max?
So like area should be 1.
Right. So area should be 1.
okay,
Right. Please be careful with your concepts. Right. What and all I told you, all the properties are applicable here. Right. If you remember your properties, you can easily solve. So area under your E curve is 1. Now please calculate E max. So in this case, you will be having area under the curve as this is 1 and this is your second area, half into base into height. So 8 minus 3 into your E max plus your half into 15 minus 8 into your E max, that is equals to 1. Right? So E max will be, basic concepts are here, just you need to calculate, and please don't make any mistake while calculating. Right? These are easier portion.
1 by 6, sir.
So it is your 1 by 6. What is its unit? Minute inverse. Please write minute, right? So be careful with this minute inverse in your semester. You will be having 0 marks, right? If you won't write this. This is I can say warning to you. When you will solve your semester exams. It is 1 by 6 minute inverse. What is your time? Mean time. Mean time is your here you are having M1 and M2. Both are different. They are not opposite or minus of each other. Integration 3 to 8. Your M1 is, you know what is your Emax, 1 by 6. So this is your 1 by 6 minus 3. So you need to calculate that value, right? Y et minus your, here this point is your
9
0,
seconds.
3. What? It is T min is et minus 0 is equal to your slope is what? 1 by 6 minus 3 divided by change in y upon change in x. Change in x is your 8 minus 3. This is your M1 slope. So I'm writing M1 and this is your T minus 3. I hope you are getting this. First curve. Second will be your, what is your M2? M2 is your change in y, that is your, you consider this point 0, 15, right? So change in y is here 15 minus. No, see, it is opposite, right? Wait. This is your 3, 0, and this is your 15, 0. Now your curve will be t minus 3, right? Okay. Then your m2 is change in y is your 0 minus this value is your 8, 1/6. Is my m1 values correct?
No, sir. There
What is
should be
that?
1/6 minus 3 upon 8 minus 0.
8 minus
0.
0. No, it is 8 minus 3, no? Change in x.
So 1/6 minus 0/8 minus 3.
Okay, right? So you're having change in y, and here you are having x coordinate as 8 and your y coordinate as 1/6. So you will be having 1/6 minus, here it is y, that is 0, and 8 minus 3. Change in x. X is your 8 was there, 8 is there, and here you are having 3. Now is it correct?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Similarly, you'll be having m2 and other value. So what is your t mean?
Sir, it's around 8.7, 8.8.
Yes, it is 8.7. 8.7. How did you calculate? Using integration or some shortcut?
Integration only, sir.
Okay, it is 8.7. Here m2 will be 0 minus 1/6 divided by 15 minus 8, and you'll be having equation similar to this. Okay, so if you are done with this, please raise your hand, right? I'll be waiting. Kaushik, Rutuja. Okay, so this was about your t mean. Can you guys observe here what are the things? Like first he observed that the line which is dividing your area into your 50%, that is your t mean on x-axis. So is there any other way you can calculate your t mean? Anything you are observing from this graph?
Sir, not by graph, but we can expand this formula by UV.
What?
Like u integral, integral 0 to infinity t e of t. We can expand this, no, sir.
Yes,
So
you can expand.
then we can use the area under curve.
Yes. Okay.
Like that.
Yes. Here you can expand here. ET value, right? You know what is that? Then you can expand. one simplest structured method is you just take average over x-axis where there is area. Average over x-axis. What is average over x-axis in terms of time here? It is what? 0 plus 1 plus 2 divided by 3. What is that value?
1.
Right? What is your t mean then? 1. And what is when you calculate it using your equation? That is 1, right? In second question, this is what is your t mean? 0 plus 2 plus 4 divided by 3. What is that value?
2.
Right? 2 minutes. Then next one is this case. Here I cannot use these, but if I use, I'll get the same equation, right? 0 plus 5 plus 10 divided by 3. 7.5 minute. Then can you guys please tell me what is your t mean here?
G plus 8 plus 15 divided by 3, sir.
3 plus 8 plus 15 divided by 3. What is that value?
8.667.
Right? You are getting same. So this was about, okay. So what I want to convey here is, if you are getting this question right, if someone is asking you to calculate e cover or t mean, I'll focus on t mean. Suppose if someone is asking you to calculate t mean, that is the bonus marks for you, right? That will be bonus for you. You can easily calculate using your average over x-axis. So these questions are gifted to you just to increase your score. With compared to those who don't know what is the shortcut here, right? So you can easily calculate, and you know what is right. Everything is depending on t mean, right? Whenever you are calculating e theta cover or e t cover, everything depends on t mean. And if you know t mean how to calculate, then you can calculate everything going further. Even what is your sigma theta square? That is your sigma t square divided by t mean square. So you know what is your variance, then you can divide by t mean, you will get sigma theta square. So such questions are asked for 2 marks, right? So I just took 2 to 3 questions for the same. Now it is your homework to do all questions. The similar questions we are asked. And in Octave 11 spill, you will be having lots of examples, right? Around 100 questions are there on same, right? So this will be homework for you. I'll tell you which question to solve. Okay. Then what I wanted to convey next. Okay. So this question, GATE 2005, 2 marks question. This is from Octave 11 spill as it is. As it is, they are picking questions from Octave 11 spill. So next topic is your tracer experiment over ideal reactors. You write tracer experiment over ideal reactors. I'm writing here ideal. It is not non-ideal, right? So you will be having first, that is your ideal CSTR. What do you mean by ideal CSTR, Saikiran?
Instant mixing.
Right, instantaneous mixing.
No dead zones.
No dead zones, right? No recirculation, no bypassing. Okay. Right. Now this is your CSTR. I am doing tracer experiment. This is your point of injection. This is your point of detection. Here you are adding tracer with the flow rate, or I'll say flow rate of stream is your nu naught. We are adding small amount of tracer because we are doing here. You write pulse input first, pulse input, right? Under that you write ideal CSTR. So this is your injection, then detection. You will be having this feed, then stirrer with agitator. What will be your volumetric flow rate at exit or steady state? That is nu naught. I told you in previous classes. Okay. Now at time t is equal to 0, suddenly you are putting a pinch of your tracer. Will you guys guess what is your profile here? Is it similar to what I drawn? Will it be same? Input profile
Yes, sir.
at time t is equal to 0, suddenly I am putting a pinch of your tracer. What will be your profile at exit? Do you like to guess? Will balance, but what could be your approximate profile or CSTR? Whatever it is. Anyone? Rutuja?
Mm,
Okay.
The constant concentration C naught for some time.
Okay, constant you are saying. Okay, so don't worry. We will balance it and we'll calculate what should be its profile, right? So tracer balance over CSTR. If you balance it, input, your output plus generation minus consumption is equal to accumulation. This is all reads per unit time I'm writing, right? Per unit time. What is your input? Is it continuous? Continuous input? Is there continuous input?
No, sir.
no.
Right?
No.
So
No, sir.
your input is 0. Your output is, yes, there is output and which is continuous. Right? So I'm writing a rate at which it is coming out. This is minus input minus output. So I told you tracer is non-reactive, so there is no generation, there is no consumption, and accumulation will be there. So that value is I'm writing R accumulation, rate at which it is accumulating. So what is the rate at which it is coming out? It is your moles per second. So moles per second you can write it as moles per meter cube into meter cube per second. So your quantities will be nu naught into your concentration at T, right? Concentration into your volumetric flow rate is equals to what is your accumulation? You know you need to take per unit time. So you will be having meter cube into
CT
moles per
into V.
right? So d by dt of C into T. So C is a function of T and you will be having volume. So from the given condition, you can observe your volume is constant for your epsilon is 0 or constant volume reacting systems. You will be having CT and this is V into d by dt of your CT. Please separate it and integrate. You will get dCt divided by C, 0 to some value I'll write, and this is your minus of volume of MFR integration dt. So at time t is equal to 0, concentration is C naught, and at time t is equal to 0, you will be having time t is equal to t, you will be having concentration that is Ct. Initially your concentration is your C naught, right? That is your maximum concentration, what and all you are putting. Maximum concentration you will be having at starting. Then it will slowly, eventually it is decreased, and it is decreased to value Ct. So if you integrate it over these values, right? This is your C naught, and you will be having Ct. Here it is 0 and it is your T. So what equation you are getting? Ct is equals to C naught into what?
E raised to power minus mu naught T.
T divided by
T into mu naught.
So you will be having values like, first you will get in terms of volume. So you will get ln of Ct divided by C naught is equals to your minus of Vm divided by your volumetric flow rate mu naught into your T. And you know what is your V divided by volumetric flow rate? That is your tau, right? So that is your tau m. So we'll be having this equation. Are you getting this? C at any time is equal to C naught into e to the power minus t by tau m. That is your space time for MFR. Are you getting this? Please raise your hand. Pranit? Okay. So this is your equation. Now if you plot, you will be having outlet profile as, this is your Ct and this is your time, and I'm writing output. Please write this output, right? And I have already drawn your input profile. So at time t is equal to 0, what is your value? Please substitute here t is equal to 0.
Not
C naught, and it will exponentially decrease, right? It will decrease exponentially, and this kind of curve you'll be having, right? So whenever you're observing that your outlet curve is like this, exponential decay, right? Please consider that as a CSTR, right? Which we suppose I'm doing tracer experiment over PFR, and I'm getting this profile. This is your real plug flow reactor. Whenever I'm writing plug flow, that is your ideal only, but real life, or you can consider non-ideal PFR if I'm writing, and you are getting this profile. So your PFR is not actually PFR, that is your CSTR. Even though you are using PFR, but because of non-LD, right? No velocity at high value or no flat velocity or some kind of situation because of Excel mixing or some, you are getting this profile. So your PFR is behaving like your CSTR at that case. This is your clue for CSTR. Okay. Now, next step. What is your area under the C core? Area under C core. How can I calculate? We'll calculate everything here. ET, CT. Then we'll calculate your E theta, your F of T, F of theta, everything. Step by step. So what is your area under curve? How can I calculate?
Integral 0 to infinity C of
C of T dt. Now you know what is your C of t, right? Equation 1, C of t. You substitute here C naught e to the power minus t by tau m into dt. So you will get C naught into e power x का e power x divided by coefficient of x and 0 to infinite. So e power minus infinity is 0. So you're having C naught tau m into 0 minus e power 0 is 1. And this is with minus sign. So you'll be having C naught into tau m. Area under C curve. Please make a formula copy, right? For these formulas, when we are putting pulse pressure injection under your CSTR, so what is your score, then what is your equation for that? You need to remember this. So area under curve is this. Now what is your ET then? Are you guys getting area under the C curve?
Yes, sir.
So what is your ET then?
CT by area of curve.
Area under C curve. So you'll be having area under C curve. So what is that value? C naught e to the power minus t by tau m divided by your C naught into tau m. So you'll get e to the power minus t by tau m divided by tau m. So this is your E curve. Now how can I draw this? This is your time, this is your ET. What is this value? It will start from at time t is equal to 0. What is your ET?
One
1
by
by
tau.
2 m.
1 by tau.
Okay, it is 1 by tau m and it is exponentially decay. Okay, so this is your curve. Generally in GATE what ask is, you will be given a curve, right? ऐसा curve दिया रहेगा. This is your ET curve and they are saying it is CSTR and it is given 5. Please calculate what is your tau m for 1 mark. What is your tau m? What is that?
0.2.
0.2. Such questions asked, right? So please be prepared with that. So it will start from 1 by tau m and it will exponentially decay. It will exponentially decay. You draw it properly, exponential decay. Then what is your next value? Your T mean. Mean residence time. How can you calculate T mean? First moment of RTD. Please substitute your ET here. And you apply your Liet principle or Eilert principle and integrate it. The truth is, in class, you will be directly given final answers. In E curve, what happens, in C curve, what happens. So here you can understand how have you calculated your values, right? Why you are getting this kind of curve. So, and they will directly draw your curve is this. So if you are getting this curve, then it is your CSTR. But you won't get your actual equations, how that equation is valid in curve. Or vice versa, you can say.
Sir, it should be e power minus t into t or tau m. No, sir.
What?
It should be integral 0 to infinity t into e power minus t into t power t tau. No, sir.
How it is minus t?
Minus t into tau, no, sir, divided by you have written.
Divided by this.
No, sir, upper e power.
After e power, it is e power t by tau m, right? No?
T into tau m, sir.
T into tau m.
Yes, sir.
I think you need to check here. See, what is your area under the curve? Is it your C naught into tau m?
Yeah. Okay, sir. Sorry, sir. It's my mistake.
And here you can also find what is your C curve, right? C curve, you got this equation using that. It is similar to what? Your first order reaction in patch reactor, right? Your C is equal to C into e to the power minus T by tau p was there, right? It is exactly similar to that. Instead of your component, you are balancing your tracer. So when you integrate this, you will get so 1 by tau m you can take out as common. You will be having wait.
So like t by tau m, we can take it as x. So it will
Yeah,
reduce to
you
form.
can have which that one variable was e power minus x to the power 1 minus e power minus x to the power n minus 1 gamma function.
Yes,
You
sir.
can take
Gamma.
that gamma function. N minus of 1 is equals to your gamma 1 gamma n. So you can do that. Okay, I'll tell you in few minutes. So if you do it by your normal integration, it is 1 by tau m. Then if you integrate it, first function integration of second minus integration derivative of first into integration of second. Derivative of first is t ka derivative is 1 into integration of second into whole dt, right? So you will get these values 1 by tau m. This is your tau m e to the power minus t by tau m minus tau m, and you will be having same integration e to the power minus t by tau m upon 1 by tau m. Minus sign will cancel with that only. So if you substitute this, you will get 1 by tau m into, if you put infinity here, you will get 0. E power minus infinity is 0 minus 0 minus tau m square. So this is your tau m. Equation 4. Please note, this is for your epsilon A is equal to 0. No volume change. With respect to your reaction, I am saying. Otherwise, you have another way to change the volume, right? In semi-batch reactor, you are having volume change, but that is with respect to process, or I'll say with respect to your mode of operation.
Sir, here another T will come now, sir.
Which?
Here, second step.
Take
Second
step.
answer. Third step. Minus tau m into T into e power minus T by tau m.
It is T.
So when we keep it from 0 to infinity, it will be infinity, no, sir? Means it will come as infinity by infinity term.
Yes, you will be having, but see, suppose if you substitute here e power minus infinity, that is your 0, and if you multiply anything by 0, that is your 0. I'm considering here.
Okay, sir.
Anything multiplied by 0 is considered as 0 here. then you will be having tau m, and यहाँ पे तो it is okay. You will get this tau m. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So this is for your CSTR pulse input and constant volume reacting system. Suppose if there is gas phase reaction, you just write gas phase reaction in your CSTR. So you will be having a different value, right? Because of expansion or contraction of your volume, there will be change in pressure, and if there is change in pressure, there will be change in your time, right? So you will be having T mean is equal to tau m divided by 1 plus epsilon a into XA. This is your equation then, right? Now we'll be having one small mathematical portion I'm writing here. Mathematics. So gamma function will study. This will be useful while solving gamma function. यहाँ पे क्या होता है? If you express any integration in this form 0 to infinite e to the power minus x to the power n minus of 1 into dx, if you are able to express any integration in this form, you will be having this value as gamma n, and gamma n plus 1 is equals to gamma n plus 1 is equals to two values are there, that is your n into gamma n, and it is equals to n factorial. When it is n gamma n, if you are having n in fraction, n is fraction I'm writing, if n is in fraction, you will be having n gamma n, and if n is in your whole values, whole number, n is whole number, you will be having n factorial, right? So here one thing extra, that is your gamma 1 by 2 is equals to your root pi. This is just basic. Okay, now can you guys please tell me what is your gamma 3? Gamma 3 is, just convert it into this form.
6.
Okay, that is your gamma 3. You
2
just express it.
factorial.
It will be 2.
So it is your 2 plus 1, and you know what is this, right? If it is whole number, that is your n factorial, so it is 2 factorial, and that is your 2. Okay, then second, what is your gamma 1? 0 factorial, and that is equals to your 1. Can you guys please tell me what is your gamma 5 by 2? This is in fraction, right? So you need to use this formula. Here n is in fraction, so please break down it into your n plus 1. So it is 3 by 2 plus 1, and you know what is this? N gamma n. If it is in fraction, you know it is in fraction, right? So you will be having 3 by 2 gamma 3 by 2, right? Then you convert this into your 1 by 2 wala term, so it is your 1 by 2 plus 1, right? So you will be having 3 by 2 into your 1 by 2 gamma 1 by 2. I hope it is correct. You will be having 3 by 2 into 1 by 2 into your gamma 1 by 2, which is root pi. So this is your gamma 5 by 2. So you can write in shortcut, that is, suppose if it is gamma 9 by 2, then it is your 5 by 2 into your 3 by 2 into your 1 by 2 into gamma 1 by 2, that is your pi, root pi. So this is, are you guys clear with this? If it is whole number, then it is your n factorial, and if it is your fraction, then it is your n gamma n. But for that, you need to convert your integration into this form. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please write it, and please let me know if you are done. Okay, now based on this, we will solve next terminology, that is our sigma t square. What is our sigma t square? Variance sigma t square. What is its value using your momentum or moment of RTD?
So integral 0 to infinity t minus t bar whole square et dt.
Right, that is value. Or you can simply write it as u2 minus t mean ka whole square. And what is your u2 here? u2 is your moment of RTD about your origin. So it is your 0 to infinite t square et dt minus your t mean whole square, or what he pointed out, that is your sigma t square is equals to, it is your about mean residence time, so it is 0 to infinity t minus t mean ka whole square et dt, right? You solve by using any, so we'll continue with this. क्या आएगा? Please substitute your et value, right? So sigma t square is equal to 0 to infinite t minus t mean ka whole square. What is your et, Kaushik, in CSTR pulse input?
E power minus t by tau m by tau m.
Right, e to the power minus t by tau m divided by tau m into your dt. So can you guys please convert this into your gamma function? You need to convert e power minus x to the power n minus 1. So what is your x here?
T by tau m.
Right, so please substitute it, and then you need to convert this into your x. So you need to have which term? Your x is your t by tau m. So here you need to adjust t by tau m. तो कैसे करोगे? Or it is t by t min is equal to your tau min, so you can use it interchangeably for no expansion, no compression. So epsilon is equal to 0. I am writing here. So you can interchangeably use. Here I am writing t min. You just write t min. Okay. So you will be having. क्या करोगे? You need to have x here. T by tau m करना है. If t by t min करना है, तो you please take out common t min. 1 by t min, if you take out common, you will be having t by t min minus 1 whole square e to the power minus t by t min divided by your t min or tau m into your dt. Are you guys getting this? Can you replace your t by tau m or t by t min by your x? Tuja? Am I audible there? Sigma t square.
2 by tau m square.
What is?
2 by tau m square.
Whole. I think you are telling me final answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll solve. So this is your 1 by tau m or t min integration 0 to infinite. This is your x minus 1 whole square e power minus x, right? And then okay, you need to convert into dx term. So your dt will be equals to your t min into dx, right? So your dt divided by t min is equals to your dx. So this is dt divided by t mean is equals to your dx. This is your equation now, and you know e power minus x, x to the power n minus 1. Okay, so please expand this. You will be having sigma t square 1 by t mean
So 0.
0. Okay, we'll solve. So this is your equation. Here it is t mean e power minus x. Yes, it is correct. Is there any mistake here? We took common as mistake is here.
Sir, there won't be any 1 by tau m. Like
Yes,
e,
it is your t mean square.
yes, sir.
What we are doing actually, we are basically replacing. Okay, so you take out t mean as common, so you'll be having this t mean ka square here, right? Please tell me if there is any mistake, right? So that is your t mean square is your common, so you don't have any 1 by t mean here. So t mean square, right? Now you can convert. So you will be having this equation. I hope you are getting this. T mean square, right? And then you are having e power minus x. Then you will be having first x square. Then you will be having integration 0 to infinite. Same here. E power minus x. Second term will be your twice ab, that is 2x. So I'll write 2 here, and this is your x minus, it is plus 0 to infinite. Next term is your 1, so it is your 1 into e power minus x, 0 to infinite. I hope you are getting this. Just I expanded this. X square minus 2x plus 1. Now can you guys compare this with your standard one? This is your t mean square, right? E power minus x, x to the power n minus 1. So your n minus 1 is 1 minus
Gamma
n. Yes, n minus 1 is 2. So you will be getting n is equal to 3. So this is your gamma 3 minus 2 into. What is your n minus 1 here? You compare with this. N
Gamma
minus
2.
1 is equals to 1. So n is equal to 2. So you will get gamma 2. Then plus, what is here value? E power minus x, x to the power gamma of
1.
what? Gamma 1, right? It is gamma 1. We are having 0 value, so it is gamma 1, right? N minus of 1 is equal to 0, n is equal to your 1, and this is your gamma 1. Now, what is your gamma 3? See here, all these numbers are whole values, whole number. So you know whole number, gamma n plus 1 is equal to your n factorial, right? Please break down. This is your 2 plus 1, this is your 1 plus 1, it is your 0 plus 1. So you'll be having t mean square into your 2 factorial minus 2 into 1 factorial, right? And 1 factorial is your 1. So what you will get? T mean square 2 minus 2 plus 1. So you'll get t mean square, that is your sigma t square. Are you guys getting this? Sigma t square is equal to your t mean ka whole square. Rutuja, just you need to compare and calculate, okay? So this is easier method compared to your integration. So you can have this. Okay. Now we will be having next term, that is your normalized RTT function, right? What is your E theta then? E theta is
T min into
T mean into ET. Please multiply and you will be having the values. So it is your T mean into your ET. ET is your e to the power minus T by T mean divided by your T mean. So this will get cancelled. You will be having e to the power minus T by T mean, or T by tau m you can write. Okay, so this is your ET, right? ET is equal to e to the power minus T by tau m, and your E theta is equals to your e power minus theta. Please give numbers to these values. Equation 4 was your T mean, then your sigma T square is your equation 5. This is your equation 6. This is your equation 7. Everywhere we'll calculate same. What is your f of theta then?
Sir, ET equal to e power minus T by tau m divided by tau m.
ET. Okay. Great. Your ET is, you know, and this is your E theta. So this is your value. This is not your ET, that is your E theta. E theta, right? You know what is your ET. Now this is your E theta. Equation number 6. Right? Then next will be your cumulative RTD. By the way, what is your curve then? What is this starting point? At t is equal to 0. E theta versus your theta curve.
1.
one
Theta equal to 0.
It will start from 1, right? And it will exponentially decay. Okay. And when I draw the graph between your ET, what was your starting point? That was your 1 by tau m. You'll get this kind of curve. Okay. Can you guys please tell me, if I am taking two CSTRs, one is having volume 30 meter cube and another having volume 60 meter cube. So your curve will start from, and volumetric flow rate in both is same. It is 30 suppose. So your curve will start from, for V1 it will start from some different value, and for E2 it will start from some different value. What is your tau m in both cases? Tau m1 and tau m2.
So 1 is 1, 2 is 2.
Right, it is 2. So your curve will start from, this will start from 1 and this will start from 0.5, right? Or in single graph it will start
Yes, sir.
from this 0.5. Can you guys compare this two curve here? This is your ET curve I am drawing, right? And what is your E theta curve in both cases? What is
same
your value? So
It's same,
here
sir.
it is starting from this point and you will get this kind of curve, and in second case it will start from same point and you will get some this curve, right? Exponential decay both. So which one will be easier one to compare your non-additives? When they start from,
Second one, E theta.
so when they start from your same point, so it is starting from 1, so you can compare how these two are deviating. Suppose if I am drawing this is your non-ideal wala and this is your ideal, so you can compare, right? Here you cannot compare these two. because they are starting from different points. So we are on the way to find out why we are considering your E theta instead of your ET, right? This was. And then please find out what is your cumulative RTD. Next topic, next definition is your seventh one. That is your cumulative RTD. What is that? F of t.
Integral 0 to t e of t dt.
Okay, E of t into dt. And this is your t. Wait. It is integration just. 0 to t. This is your definition for f of t. So according to this definition, please substitute your ET value and calculate your f of t. E power x ka e power x divided by coefficient of x. So you'll be having this denominator and divide by your that value. So you'll be having e to the power minus t by tau m divided by minus 1. Tau m will cancel with 1 by tau m. And you will need to integrate 0 to t. So what is that value?
1 minus e power minus t by t bar.
T bar or tm. So this is your value. Now can you guys please convert this into your f of theta? One minus e to the power minus theta. Right? So what is your curve f of t versus t and your f of theta versus your theta? This is your exponential decay, right? So 1 minus exponential decay is your exponential increase. So it will start from this and you will get this value. And what is its maximum value? That is 1.
Sir, it is e power minus theta by tm.
Where
F of theta
f of theta?
is equals to 1 minus e power minus theta by tau m.
No, you need to check this. So how can you calculate? You know, your f of theta is integration 0 to theta e theta into d theta. What is your e theta? E power minus theta d theta. Now please integrate it and find out.
Yes, sir. It's a 1 minus e power theta.
Right?
Okay, yes, sir.
E power minus theta. So this graph will be like 1 minus e power minus theta. I hope you are getting this. 1 minus e power minus theta. So this graph will be exponential increase because it is 1 minus, right? So e power minus is exponential decrease and 1 minus is your exponential increase, and this will increase up to your value, that is your 1. This is your f of theta versus theta, and this is ft curve. Now I hope you are done with your normalized RTD, your cumulative RTD, then your normalized cumulative RTD. What is f of theta? Normalized cumulative RTD. Please be careful while writing this. Okay, suppose if they are not asking you f of theta and they are writing what is your normalized cumulative RTD, so you need to understand it is your f of theta. How? Because your cumulative RTD is your f of t, and if I am normalizing it, you will be having f of theta, right? Can I guys write like this for ideal CSTR? Or please tell me, this might ask in your exam. E of theta plus f of theta is equals to false injection I'm having. What is this?
1.
1, right? So whenever such kind of equations come, you please write ideal CSTR. That is your f of theta plus e of theta is equals to your 1. Okay. And what is your theta mean? Sigma theta square Sai Kiran, what is theta mean?
Sir, it's 1 theta mean.
It is always, right? So theta
Yes,
mean
sir.
will be always 1. We found out, right? We are just finding out what is mean of your t mean, or what is your mean of your theta values, right? So here if I am writing theta, here we will be having theta less than 1, theta greater than 1, and here you will be having theta equal to 1. So mean will be your theta is equals to 1. So theta mean is 1. So here theta mean is 1. What is your sigma theta square?
1.
Sigma
1, sir.
t square divided by your t mean square. Your sigma t square is what? T mean square.
T means square.
And this is your t mean square, so you'll get 1. So this kind of question generally ask in match the pair, right? They directly tell your sigma theta square is 1. So what is that reactor? Your e of theta plus f of theta is your 1. What is that reactor? Generally they ask in match the pair. This will be on one side and you'll be having reactors on other side. They may ask you what is your some different value, or suppose if your sigma theta square is equal to your 1 by n, what is your reactor? So that is your Tankin series model. So we'll study these models, but generally they ask, suppose this is equation, what is your equation on, or what is your name on next side? This is, then what is your condition? This is, then what is your condition? So be careful while this. So before coming to the end of this session, I would like to conclude the formulas which we studied today, right? Please tell me formulas one by one. We started with our ideal CSTR with your pulse injection. Please summarize the formulas, okay? And write this in your shortcut book or your formula book. What is your C of T? What is your area under C? Third one is your ET. Then fourth one is your E of theta. Fifth one is your sigma T square. Then sixth one is your sigma theta square. Seventh one is your f of t. Eighth one is your f of theta. Please tell me one by one. Rutuja, what is CT?
C naught into e raised to power minus t by tau m.
Right. What is your area under the C curve? Pranit?
C naught into tau m.
Right. What is your ET, Sai Kiran?
E power minus t by tau m divided by tau m.
Right. Then what is your E theta, Kaushik?
E power minus t by tau m, or e power minus theta.
E power minus theta. You write in terms of theta. What is your sigma T square, Rutuja?
T means t bar square.
What? T mean square, right? Okay. Then Pranit, what is sigma theta square?
1.
1. What is your f of theta, Sai Kiran?
1 minus e power t by tau m.
Okay, f of t, that is 1 minus e to the power minus t by
Minus
tau
t by
m.
tau m.
And what is your f of theta, Kaushik?
1 minus e power minus theta.
Right? Please keep in mind these points. And you know corresponding graphs, right? How to draw. So they may ask you what is your graph, or in real life, if you are looking at this graph, so you will get something. Suppose if you go in industry and they are saying ki I have a problem in this reactor, this is not giving me the desired conversion I have designed for this and I'm not getting. So at that time you need to do RTD, you need to find out your occur, and based on that you need to become a doctor, right? Reactor का doctor you can say, and you need to tell हाँ ऐसी ऐसी condition है, that's why reactor में क्या problem हो सकती है, what kind of situation there, right? So basically you are doctor for your reactors. Okay, so with this I'll conclude. Okay, we'll meet in tomorrow's class. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for connecting. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.